So welcome back to another episode, and it hit me the other day, this is kind of funny. I've been playing the E series for nearly 29 years. That's ridiculous, since the first time I played it back in 1988, and I can't believe it's nearly 29 years now. It's just, time flies by. But the one thing that I did want to say is, you know, I had an ulterior motive when I came onto YouTube. I did. I wanted to create a Trojan horse that, if the show ever got bigger, that I could push Phantasy Star and Ys, because those are two series that I loved a hell of a lot, that were getting no coverage, they were disappearing from the world, and I wanted to really get the attention on them, and I still do. It's 9 years later on the show, and I still 100% want to push Ys as much as I possibly can. So today, I'm going to be reviewing Ys on the PlayStation 4, and I'm just going to talk casually about it. And Ys Origin is an older game. Gotta say that right off the bat. It's from 2006, it was on PC, it's on Steam, great stuff, but I never played it. So I was listening to my friends talk about it, and I was extremely jealous, and I kind of forgot about it. I never thought about it again. Then I was like, oh my god, Ys Origin is coming onto PlayStation 4? I can play this finally? And it's not an expensive game, it's about $20, so it's a budget title. But understand what you're getting at the budget title thing. It's a game from 2006, so the cinematics look a little bit older. It does have some issues with the music. Sometimes the music will disappear, and sometimes the sound effects will disappear, and you just hear the humming of the background noise. And that only happened to me twice in the amount of time that I did play it, but it did happen. But overall, let me talk about this game and how much I did enjoy it and how much it added to the Ys mythos. And let's just say that Ys Origin is a prequel to Ys Books 1 and 2. A beautiful prequel that everything that starts off in Ys Books 1 and 2, without any spoilers, you see how it got there through Ys Origin. It gets there so perfectly, it's a perfect fit, and it's a good prequel story. It's not one of those ones you're like, oh geez, they didn't really think this one out. They thought it out quite a lot, and there's a lot of Ys love in this. And I'm going to get to all of that in a second as well. Is that, let's just start off with the story. You play as a couple of knights that come down to Earth from Ys, which has been levitated into the air by the goddesses to protect it from the land, which has been ravaged by demons. And the demons have constructed a devil's tower, and they're trying to do a second attack on Solomon's shrine up there. So you are a couple of knights that have been sent down, and this is what's so cool. You're Ys knights. You're the Knights of Ys. I just love that. I thought that was so cool that you're playing that kind of role, because in the future, Ys is kind of this ancient land, and you're playing Ys at a time when it was, you know, prosperous. So right off the bat, you can pick two characters, Unica or Hugo Fact. And if you beat the game with both of them, you get a third character to unlock with the real secret ending in the game. So I don't want to ruin any of that for you, but it is the true ending by defeating it with the third character, and it's quite different. Different bosses, and I will say no more. But what is the game about? It's an action RPG. And does it hold up? Does a game from 2006 hold up, gameplay-wise? I'm here to say absolutely. I had a lot of fun grinding in this game, collecting equipment, finding items that unlock certain doors, and that's what this is about. You get transferred to the land, and you make your way into Devil's Tower, and you make your way up one giant tower, which, you know, fundamentally sounds not so hot. I'm not a huge fan of dungeon games where I'm just going through the same dungeon over and over and over, even if they switch it up a little bit. It gets kind of boring. Where there's enough storyline and enough different levels to keep this very interesting. It doesn't become mundane, it doesn't become boring. Every level is fun, and there's new challenges in there. You're getting new equipment, new items, upgrading everything. You're getting stronger as you get to the top of this tower. And let me say, you fight some incredible bosses in this game. From 2006, they still hold up very, very well. And I do have some tips for the bosses in this game. I do have some tips for the game in general. This is very important. This is just very important to Ys games in general. If you ever get to a boss and you're annihilated, what that means is you're not high enough level yet. You need to go back and do grinding. And that's a lot of what this game is all about. Senseless grinding over and over and over again. but it's so fun. I actually had to go out to get some stuff for dinner one night. So I said, hey, Kim, can you just grind for me? And I came back and I said, how are you liking it? And she was grinding for about 40 minutes. She's like, I understand why you play this game. The grinding is so much fun, and it is so much fun. So if you get to a boss character, you're stuck, you're getting annihilated. There was this one boss character, I could not run up its arm. I kept slipping off, and you have to hit his head. And I was like, why is this happening? I went, got 5 levels, came back, ran up the arm, no problem, killed it easily. It almost added to my dexterity in there for me to be able to do that. So that's a very big tip for Ys. So anybody new to the Ys series, you can easily pick up this game and play it. But for any seasoned veterans of Ys, there is so much callback to Ys books 1 and 2 that it's really cool. Even some items that were the same in Darm Tower are back again, including the mask that allows you to see through different walls and stuff like that. So that's a really cool throwback to Ys books 1 and 2, but it doesn't really matter if you played an Ys books 1 and 2 game or Ys book 3 or 4. You can get into this game and play the storyline and play Unica or play Hugo and go through the entire tower and meet other characters and understand the story completely well, and it will be very satisfying for you. But I think it'll be a lot of fun for anybody who hasn't played Ys before, but know that you have to grind a lot. I know I'm going back to that, but that's what the core element is. But there is a lot of platforming in this game. There's a lot of jumping and some crazy jumping, at times getting the double jump. But I'll be honest with you, the platforming is not difficult. And the Ys in general are not difficult games to play unless you're playing on a super hard difficulty, which does exist in this game. But some of the plot twists and some of the things that happened genuinely kept me entertained. I really like seeing a lot of characters again that I hadn't seen for a long time. A lot of story revelations were explained that in Ys books 1 and 2 just kind of starts, and this fills in a lot of the backstory. It's very fulfilling, and I really, really hope that Limited Run Games does a physical copy of this game. I really hope so. I doubt it. It's a smaller game, like Ys series in general, or smaller games, but that's why I'm here. I'm trying to promote this series. It's a lot of fun. I think if you like action RPGs and some grinding RPG combat and, finding items and locking doors, going back and forth, you're really going to enjoy this game because that's what it's all about. And it's interesting to play a game, without Adol as your main character. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed these characters. I must admit, I was totally into Unica's story. Her story was so good. It's strange going through one tower, how much was revealed about her as a character and her, and I'll say no more. I don't want to ruin anything more in it, but another staple of the Ys series that is not disappointing here is the music. The music always stands out above the graphics for any Ys game. It's always been like this. Ys books 1 and 2 and the TurboGrafx looked pretty damn good at the time, but the music was godlike, and I would say the music is equally as good. I don't think it's as good as Ys books 1 and 2 or 3 or even 4, but I think the music is incredible. It has some tunes that just blow my mind. Guys, check out Ys Origin on PS4. It's out right now. I give it a big thumbs up. Really a lot of fun. So anyways, guys, until next time.